Hi everybody, Bill here with a training that we're calling Deadwood. I want to show you how to evaluate your relationships, your team members, and even yourself so that you can best manage yourself and other people. Now, as you move forward, you're going to find different types of relationships and people that you can work with. And if you look at it, of all the times that I've managed people and teams, this chart has really been helpful to help understand how to relate with the different members on your team. And you can see in yourself that you'll find that depending on the arena that you're in, you might actually fit in a different category. And this isn't to value a human being. This isn't to say that a person is more or less valuable as a person. But this is just to help evaluate the team's productivity and where the people fit in. So what it does is it measures productivity. So higher on the list, if a person's extremely productive, extremely valuable as part of that team or whatever you're trying to build. If they're highly productive, we move them up the scale here. So if they have a high potential, we move them across the scale here. So let's say a person is extremely productive, but they don't have much potential. For whatever reason, they're probably not going to be high potential, whether it's their education, their background, a personal or emotional handicap that they might have, but their potential is not there to actually run the company or to do great things, but they're really hardworking, they're really productive. These people are probably the majority of people in today's workforce. We call them workhorses. And so if we move them, we can even have someone who has potential over here. They're probably a middle manager, but they work really hard, but they're not quite superstar category where they'd be the owner of a company, the CEO, or the top salesperson. These people aren't worse than or less than. You have to understand that when you use this tool, we're not judging the value of a human being. I stress that. I can't stress that more, because when you start to evaluate yourself or evaluate other people and you find out that they're lower on whatever scale, that it makes people feel bad that they're not a superstar. Well, not everybody can be a superstar. There's only one gold medal in the Olympics, and you either win it or you don't. Now, if you want to move across the scale, if you want to move in your productivity or potential, you can do that. But this is just for an evaluation so you can see where people fit and some of the philosophies on how to work with these kind of people. So workhorses are really good. They're very valuable. If a person is a superstar, it means they have extremely high potential, high IQ, high relational value, high productivity. The superstar is usually the leader, somebody you want to get behind, someone you want to get testimonies from. The superstar is a very valuable part of the team as far as productivity is concerned, and you want to give him enough room to lead. This person needs to be pushed out front. They need to be inspiring other people that they're extremely valuable in a team. Now, if a person is high potential, but they just don't have much productivity, we put them in the category of misfit. And misfit isn't the same as what you may have been raised with the American colloquialisms and slang. When you call someone a misfit, it's normally a negative term. But in this term, it's not negative at all, because the person obviously has high potential. They've got great value as a human being, but their productivity is not there. For whatever reason, they're not activating, they're not involved, they're not participating. You see this a lot in high school. I was actually a misfit in high school. I didn't do anything, but I had all the potential in the world. And it was just a bad fit for me. It means you're misfit. You're in a bad company, you're in a bad team, you don't have the right tools necessary to become productive. A lot of times if you just move this person to another company, to another organization or another team, they can actually zoom right up to superstar because their productivity can be put into motion. So a misfit's not bad, but you want to find out why they're not fit and help them fit. As a manager and owner of companies, I used to find people that weren't very productive, and rather than fire them, I would help them find a new job, because we want to value the person and find out what's the best fit for them so that they can be the most productive. You don't have to fire people or feel bad for them. Just help them find their right fit. The person that is the most dangerous for our organization is someone who has a very low potential. They have a bad attitude. They have a lot of stinking thinking, and they're not very productive. They're just negative people. Deadwood are probably the only people, and the reason that this is titled Deadwood, these are the people that you want to avoid in your organization. If you can't encourage them to get to work and you can't help them with their potential, then they are a drain on you and everybody else in your society. You want to unfriend them. You want to just not take their telephone calls. Let someone else deal with them. Let them find the people or the life situations that cause them to be productive. But you don't want to have dead wood in your organization. deadwood is a drain on you and everybody else. You're always feeding and giving and feeding and giving to a bunch of people that are never going to do anything. So deadwood are the people that you want to avoid. Let them find the right place in productivity. And everyone else you can encourage. If you want a workhorse to become a superstar, you just have to realize that it's in the training of their potential that they already have the productivity going on. The same way with the misfit. If someone has a low productivity, but they have tremendous amount of potential, you can encourage their potential, but it's their productivity that they need to fix. And you can help them with a lot of the training that we do, with their mindset and with some of the disc training and some of the other things that we talk about to help someone move from one category to another. So it's our goal as human beings for all of us to move constantly in more productivity, more potential, more productivity, more potential. It's a rare breed in today's society where people actually work on themselves, but it's the most valuable thing that you can do to continue to strive to be a superstar in every arena of life. So there's your training for today. Avoid deadwood. See you at the top. I know all you guys are going to be superstars. Find where you shine. See you on the next one.